in case you have forgotten or you're not watching MSNBC on a regular basis, Donald Trump is a spy. He is an agent of Russia. I mean, they still say that all the time. And I know we had a 2-year, investigation led by Robert Mueller that came up with nothing. Their conclusion was there was no collusion between Trump and Russia. But hey, as I always say, do not cloud the issue with facts. You want to believe he's an agent of Russia, then you go ahead and believe that. But I want to remind you there actually is an issue here of foreign influence, not just in our elections, but with our politicians, our State Department, our government as a whole. I mean, it goes back even to George Washington. I've always encouraged people to Google his 30-page letter he wrote to Congress, his farewell address. He said he wasn't going to be president a third time, but he also gave warnings, things to watch out for, things that are a threat to our democracy or the future of our country. And one of those was foreign influence. So it's a legitimate thing. But I just want to remind you how our politicians today are so stupid. They just can't get their heads screwed on right. Because let me tell you something. These foreign countries don't care who's president. They just want more stuff from us, and they'll do anything to get it. One of the tragedies of the Russian collusion mess, to me, was Michael Flynn. I mean, here had been a soldier for over 30 years, a general, a true war hero, and just because they said he misled the FBI in some meeting he had with Kislyak, who was the Russian ambassador, all because of that, his life, professionally and personally, destroyed forever. I mean, that's a real tragedy. And here's the crazy thing about it. Kislyak's office, guess where it is, or where it was? Washington, D.C. Russia has a huge embassy right in Washington, D.C. It's full of Russians. And do you know what they're about? Influencing politicians, influencing our elections and every aspect of our government so they can get more stuff and power from us. And by the way, they're not the only one there. There are 175 foreign embassies, all with buildings in Washington, D.C. There's a road that's known as Embassy Row. Half of those are on that one street. Pretty fun place. They got food sometimes and festivals, fairs, all sorts of neat things. But do you know why all of them are there? To influence our government in any way that they can. I said this before. It seems like the only foreign policy item we have is just giving stuff to all these countries, whether it be money or guns or aid. But I don't want you to miss the point. Foreign influence can be a threat, but when we investigate all sides, every politician, because they're coming after everyone.